Hello, sir. Are you Muslim, sir? Would you like to have a conversation? There, come there. I'll come there. That's fine. So yeah, I am a Christian myself. I am a Christian myself, and I of course I interact with Muslims at the park, and I think essentially Islam I think is a made-up story. It doesn't have evidence for most things, if not all things. So that's where I engage with people like yourself, Muslims, and try to sort of help you understand that Islam doesn't have legs to stand on in terms of evidence. So if I could ask, let me ask precisely, in terms of Muhammad's life, you understand, the claim is Muhammad was, from Mecca, there were pagan Arabs, Meccan Arabs who persecuted him when he claimed that he had a revelation from the Islamic Allah, and he had to run away, Hijra, run away to Medina, and in Medina he formed an ummah, the Islamic ummah and so on. Do you have any evidence for any of these things?
Who have the evidence?
No, I'm asking you, do you have any evidence?
We have evidence in the Quran. You have a Quran?
So please, in the Quran, where do you have evidence, for example?
Did you read the Quran?
Yes, I did.
What did you find?
I find no evidence whatsoever.
And did you read the hadiths? Bukhari and Muslim.
Hadiths are late literature. Late literature. Hundreds of years later. It's made up.
No, 100. You have to correct your informations. For 200 later.
200.
From Bukhari,
That's late. Good. That's late enough.
Yeah, I know. But
that's late enough.
No.
Do you know how many manuscripts of Sahih al-Bukhari is from 200 years after Muhammad?
What?
How many manuscripts are for Sahih al-Bukhari from about 200 years after Muhammad?
I don't know.
In other words, don't claim it's from 200 years later, because there's no manuscriptal evidence even for that. That's again a claim. I need evidence for claims. So let me go back to my evidence question. Do you have any evidence that Muhammad is from Mecca? You said the Quran has evidence. Where in the Quran does it say Muhammad is from Mecca?
From Mecca?
Yeah. I know, but where in the Quran does it say that?
No,
You didn't have to say in the Quran Muhammad from Mecca.
So why do you think he's from Mecca then?
He's from Mecca. Like,
Why do you think so?
why you? The question is back to you. How do you know is Muhammad is not from Mecca?
Well, I think I just...
See what I mean?
I'm answering.
Same thinking.
No, you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. I didn't finish my answer. I think there is no evidence for Muhammad of Islam from being Mecca. There is no evidence whatsoever. And therefore, to think that he is from Mecca, to me, is to believe in a fantasy story. And therefore, I'm asking you to contradict me. Have you got any evidence that Muhammad is from Mecca?
Listen.
We're not have enough knowledge to convince you.
This is basic. Muhammad being from Mecca is a basic point. Let's move on. So, Muhammad having conflict with pagan Meccan Arabs. Have you got any evidence for this at all?
The thing is, we don't know what you want to know.
Exactly what I'm asking right now is what I want to know. Do you, no, please. What I want to know is exactly what I'm asking you. Do you have any evidence for Muhammad performing a hijra from Mecca to Medina?
I tell you, read the Quran.
I've read the Quran. There is no evidence. I'm trying to ask you.
Okay.
Where in the Quran? Where in the Quran? Mecca to Medina. Please, let him find. You should at least find. You can't just, you can't play ping pong. You just at least, you need to find. Because this is important. Evidence-based approach to life is very important.
Why don't you go to the preacher, which is he knows about the Quran? He knows
But you are a Muslim.
No, I'm Muslim by the faith, and we do.
So you don't know.
I said roughly, I don't.
So you don't know. Yeah. So you don't know if Muhammad is from Mecca. You don't know if Muhammad was persecuted by pagan Meccan Arabs. Persecuted, pagan Meccan Arabs causing problem.
You mean dead? They kill him.
Not dead. Trouble. Caused trouble to Muhammad. Is there any evidence?
Why he Hijra from Mecca to Medina? Why? Because
No, even that I'm asking evidence for. There's no evidence whatsoever so far.
الهجرة كده.
Yeah, the Hijra, but it's secret. He did it in secret, Muhammad. He did it in secret.
He didn't. But it's not secret to you.
No, look, and, you can. My English is not good enough.
You're
you know?
good enough.
Yeah,
Your English is great. Your English is great. Okay.
I'm not a Christian though, but I like your debate
That's fine.
skills.
Thank you.
I'm a sick debater, but I don't have a topic.
Sure.
My topic for you is when Christians don't leave Africa alone. I know your channel.
You know,
I know you two are subscribed.
Thursdays, you can jump on. You can ask questions.
Christians don't leave Africa alone.
Ah, yeah. Look, you can explain to him. Or,
I'm in the middle of a conversation. Come. Yeah, thank you very much. Hijra evidence.
yeah. Surah Al-Anfal 72.
Surat what?
Al-Anfal
What's the number?
72.
Surah 72.
Okay, Surah Al-Anfal 72.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, no. Al-Anfal.
Surah 72.
No. Okay, give me 1 minute, please.
Yeah, you need to find the surah number.
Yeah.
شوف الأرقام هذه.
التي سورة الأنفال.
This is Al-Fat.
No. Surah Al-Anfal. Give me 1 minute, please.
Sure. Anfal, Surah Anfal, yeah?
الأنفال, yeah.
Yeah. So Surah 8, you're saying Ayah 72.
Ayah 72, yeah.
Yeah. Where do you, please find out, where does it say Mecca
Okay,
to Medina?
70. 72. Where is the Anfal? Here? Anfal.
Yeah.
أنفال 7. وإن استنصرهم في الدين فعليكم الناس وإن استنصركم هؤلاء العرب those who believed and left their homes هاي الهجرة who believed and left their homes
From Mecca to Medina.
No, wait, this is Hijra. Yeah, we know the Hijra.
Please listen to
We
me.
have just Hijra, one Hijra.
One second, please. Please listen to me.
Okay.
I'm asking you,
Yeah.
what is the evidence for a hijrah from Mecca to Medina?
The evidence is here.
Where is it? Do you see even the word
Okay,
Mecca?
when you travel,
see-
okay, I'll give you a question. When you travel from India to England, yeah, you don't travel, not. I don't need to say you travel from India to England. Just travel is
So
enough.
any travel is from India to
But
the
it's
UK?
a travel, Hijra.
No, listen to me carefully. Maybe the gentleman could help.
Yeah.
The evidence I'm asking for
Yeah.
is, for example, give me the evidence that a hijrah happened between Mecca and Medina, from Mecca to Medina, as opposed to, for example, from Birmingham to London. What's the evidence that the hijrah happened from Mecca to Medina?
What's the reason?
No, the evidence. you said-
Evidence.
Okay. I didn't-
Now he understands the thing. Evidence for the hijrah from Mecca to Medina.
شنو الآية كتقول؟
لا والو ما كاينش شي حاجه واضحه ولكن انا ناقصين جبدان.
وهذا اللي لنا شنو يعني؟
I'll give you a hint though, by the way. If you want a hint.
This is hadith. Hadith.
Hadith led literature.
Look, this is
led
hadith.
literature. No, look, this is my entire point.
Brother, we have
My entire
our
point.
religion- listen to me, please. In our religion, we follow Quran and Hadith. We
Which is what I call fantasy story. My point is very
Quran
simply.
is the word of God. Why do you need the hadith too?
One second.
Because-
So in terms of history,
you know-
one second, brother. Please, one second. One second. So in terms of history, if before you understand this is from God, before you decide what you believe in and what you follow, you need to know the history.
yeah.
And I'm trying to know the history right now. You are telling me you believe, you follow both the Quran and the Hadiths. But before you decide to follow, you should know if it is true or not.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, what is the evidence that you have for Muhammad to have traveled, to have performed
In
a
Quran.
hijrah,
Maybe it's not
use
in Quran.
any early artifacts?
Hadith. We have
Hadith is
in
not an
Bukhari.
early artifact.
For you.
Use any early artifact. 200 years later, people who come from faraway lands, they can't comment on where from Muhammad left and where to he went. They can't comment. Let me ask you another question. That's fine. For a ummah,
دابا هذا بحال كيشوف ديك الغنمه اللي مهرس لها رجلاه دابا هذا خصو يمشي يتكلم مع الناس اللي كيعرفوا الدين ويوقفوا على حده هذا كيعادلوا باش كيشوفوا حنا سبيك مع الناس باش كيبيعوش يقولوا جاسول.
Listen.
do you have any evidence, or maybe I'll ask the next question?
Listen. Listen. We in our religion, my English is not good enough. You can
It's good
understand
enough.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
In our religion, we have two source reference. We have Hadith and Quran.
I'm
It's not
asking
like-
you.
Listen
I'm
to
asking you a historical question right now. I'm not asking you what you believe in.
me. Yeah.
One second, please, one second. I'm not asking you what you believe in. I'm not asking you what.
evidence in
One
Hadith.
second, one second.
Okay.
I'm not asking you what you follow. I'm not asking you what you. I'm not asking. One second, sir. Excuse me. I'm not asking you what you follow.
Yeah.
I'm asking you what the evidence
evidence.
is.
Yeah.
Late sources you may choose to follow, but that doesn't make them evidence. I'll move on. I'll ask some other question.
Okay.
For
you're
Muhammad.
Christian, yeah.
I am, but stay focused, please. Stay focused. Do you know
What is
the
your
Islamic
reference?
Ummah?
What
You
is
know
your
the Islamic
reference?
Ummah?
What is your reference in Christian?
I'll come to that, please. Do you know the Islamic Ummah?
Islam Umar.
Islamic Ummah.
Ummah
yeah.
Islamiyya, yeah.
What's the evidence that there was an Islamic Ummah in Medina brought together by Muhammad? What's the evidence for this?
You ask me like, you know.
I'm asking you basic questions. These are basic questions in the basic storyline.
هذا الناس هذو
Listen, I'm not good enough in my religion to answer you. You know, answer me.
Are you
Understand me?
good enough?
I can. If,